All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. I am Seth Ream. Welcome to Seth Ream's Advice Podcast, Extravaganza. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the podcast Extravaganza. Here we go. We are going to start this shit off strong. All right. First one comes to us from user Throra-2016. I will not be reading that again. My husband, who's a male, 29, gave me, who is a female, 26, an ultimatum. Okay. Stop pleasing people or we're getting a divorce. How do I even respond? I mean, that's a pretty big ultimatum. Let's get into the details here. This is my first time ever posting here and using Reddit, so please bear with me, blah, blah, blah. My husband and I met 7 years ago at the same university, started dating a year after that, and have been married now for 2. Other than this one issue, we get along very well and are generally really happy and good with each other. I admit that I do have people-pleasing issues. I'm not really sure why. I think I'm just overly nice. My husband and friends have told me I can be a doormat to people. I always apologize first. I don't tend to argue with people, and I have been known to go out of my way to do something not explicitly necessary. I know this about myself. My husband clearly knows this about me too, as I've always been this way. He's encouraged me to figure out why I am this way, and one time long ago he yelled at a friend of mine who was taking advantage of me in that sense, but that's about it. Okay, he seems like a pretty stand-up guy so far. Thus far. Let's continue. I am also a pediatric oncology nurse at a really large hospital in a central city in my area. As you can imagine, my job is pretty taxing emotionally and physically. I recently got a new charge nurse, and she's not very nice. I complain to my husband often about it. Good for you. Last night, I was laying in bed doing, absolutely nothing. My husband comes in the room, so stressed and angry looking, and snaps at me. You need to be... Okay. You need to stop being such a fucking doormat, or I have to leave. Seriously. It's getting fucking annoying. Okay. I was shocked and also confused, understandably, since we hadn't been talking about anything like that. I asked him what he meant, and his tone did make me immediately tear up. My husband has never yelled at me like that before, blatantly rude and cursing at me. He rolled his eyes and told me, your job, your friends, this marriage, all you do is lay down and let people walk on you. I said I don't mean to do that, and I'm sorry, but he just stormed out of the room after that. He left to work so early this morning we didn't even have a chance to talk. He sent me a text this morning. All it said was, I'm sorry, we're going to talk tonight. What does that even mean? I'm so distraught. I can't believe that he yelled at me like that. What am I even supposed to say now? I mean, going to therapy if that's what he really wants me to do, but I doubt I'm going to change. I've always been this way. Is my marriage doomed then? He's got something else going on. That's for sure. He's definitely got something else going on in his life and just took it out on you. All right? He might be cheating. Maybe. I don't know. Could be a possibility. But rest assured, this has not a lot to do with you. Or if it does, he might be cheating, feel guilty about it, and is saying you need to quit being a doormat because he's cheating on you. But it definitely does seem out of the ordinary, just based off of the details that we've been given here. I get it. You're a people pleaser. I understand that. I'm somewhat of a people pleaser. My girlfriend, she's a big people pleaser. And I understand the frustration. But at the same time, this conversation seems very unwarranted. And if you guys have been together for 7 years, he knew that before you guys got married. That's how you are. If you've been together 7 years before you get married, you can't expect someone to change. You've known them 7 years. No, I do agree you should get therapy, not because he wants you to, but because you should. I mean, there's not really like any funny comments on this. This is just I feel bad for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you are married to someone who snaps like that. It's not a fun situation to be in. It's really horrible. He said he's gonna talk more about it. I would say just stay calm. Okay? Listen to what he has to say. Figure out where this is coming from. But I wouldn't quite jump to divorce yet. He could have just been having a horrible day. You never know. Even then, though, he shouldn't have snapped at you like that. So you should expect an apology from him, at least. At least, yeah. Okay, moving on. That one was kind of a sad one to start off with. Man, I apologize. I truly do not read these before we go into them. Okay, this next one comes to us from user Grateful Dad 44. Glad you're a grateful dad. Grateful for these nuts, am I right? Huh. That was dumb. Okay. I, 40 male, found out wife, 40 female, sent nudes on Reddit. Okay, this one could be juicy, guys. Could be very juicy. Approximately 2 months ago, I discovered my wife had been using Reddit very frequently. Same. Staying up until well after I had gone to bed to post/comment, mostly on this subpage, as well as many others that involve sex to some extent. Relationship advice doesn't involve sex that much, but okay. Alright. I discovered her screen name, which is when I found the hundreds of private/personal comments she made regarding our relationship, as well as issues I didn't even know she had interest in. Parentheses, threesomes, etc. just gonna list threesomes, etc. As if we know what else goes in with threesomes. Okay. For the record, she claims she would never have a threesome and was simply intrigued by the idea. I mostly believe her. Yeah, people have fantasies, you know. I mean, there's stuff that people fantasize about that they wouldn't actually want. You know, it's fun to think about. I watch Breaking Bad, but I'm not going to deal meth, right? We'll continue. While reading her comments, I found out about a one-night stand she had before we were engaged. Okay. It's kind of a big leap there. I was crushed, and I know she felt bad about me finding out. We have kids, and it was over a decade ago, so I know I just need to get over it. Okay, I hate when people say that. It happened a decade ago, but you're just now finding out about it. You don't need to quickly get over it. She's had 10 years to get over it. You have had just now to get over it. So I'm just going to say that there. There's still a couple more paragraphs, but just putting that out there right now. You do not need to quickly get over this. You just found out. Fast forward to last week. I came home early from work and overheard her talking to herself. I was extremely confused with what I heard, and eventually confronted her about it. She admitted to sending a completely nude picture to a random married man. This dude apparently reached out to her directly after some sort of marriage advice she gave him. She claims they chatted for about 2 weeks before things became sexual. How would you handle the situation? I'm crushed and not sure what to do. While I feel like Reddit as a whole can be extremely informative and valuable, it's shit like this that has rubbed me the wrong way entirely. Hold on. Edit. For the record, I had a couple years of severe depression, which I know impacted our relationship quite a bit. I just felt like this all crossed the line on her end. It did. 100%. I mean, I think just chats online can be fine, but you need to disclose that to your partner. Like, some people are okay with it, others are not. Clearly, you're not someone who's okay with it. I get that. That's fine. That's a conversation that you two need to have. She shouldn't just be doing that right away. With that being said, I don't see a lot of hope for you, bud. I really don't. Yikes. Wow. That is rough. You guys have kids. I'm never going to advocate for getting divorced when you have kids. I think it's a horrible thing to grow up with separated parents. At the same time, though, I understand your frustration. I get it. You need time to heal from this. You need time to process what the fuck is going on. She has made her decisions. She's probably not going to stay with you, or want to, at least. So at this point, you need to do everything in your power to protect you and your kids. Man. I hope you have screenshots of everything. That's definitely going to help you out, because this is probably going to get ugly. When you have someone like that who is that self-centered, they are not going to make it easy for you to leave. They want control. They want to have that power. So you need to just, like, get the fuck out of there. Lawyer up. Make sure you have evidence of everything. If you don't currently have screenshots, she can deny it and delete everything. I mean, really, dude, it's a tough situation to be in. I get it. I've been depressed before. And it can be rough. Depression, I mean, it definitely can affect your relationships with people. It definitely affects your libido, your sex drive. So, yeah, it's rough, and I don't know what happened at that time when you were going through that, but it sounds like she wasn't really there to try to help you. Which, if you guys are married, that's definitely something you guys need to be doing. You know, if one of you is having a spout of severe depression, the other one should be doing what they can, where they can help. I understand there's not always something you can do, but just being there, helping you, like, just get a shower, or just getting your clothes clean, you know, simple stuff like that can help at least make it a little bit better, if not totally cure it. So, man, these first couple ones have been rough, guys. Dude, I feel bad for you. I do think it was kind of a red flag when you first found out that she was posting in subreddits on relationships and relationship advice. I think at that point you probably should have had a conversation about marriage counseling to some degree, because if she was frequently posting on those, you definitely should have had that conversation with her. So my advice, you found out your wife was sending news on Reddit. Lawyer up, get screenshots, protect you and the kids, because it's kind of past the point of no return at this point. So, with that being said, we are going to go to a quick ad break right now. Hey, it's me again. It's your boy, Seth. Oh, that's right. That's right. You thought we were going to get through an episode without any winking? No, there's going to be winks. There are going to be winks. Rest assured. I will not leave out the winks for you, ever. Okay? I just wanted to say thank you for clicking on a video listening to a podcast by someone who does not have a large following. Thank you for supporting a smaller creator such as myself. If you enjoy this content, please hit like, please share it with everyone that you know, anyone that you think might enjoy this. It benefits me a lot. If you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications, that way you can get notified whenever I post a new episode. That helps me out immensely as well. So thank you so much for supporting smaller creators. If I were here, I would give you a forehead kiss. If we were in the same room, I would kiss your forehead, right? Just like that. Just little peck on the forehead. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. With that being said, let's get back to the show. Thank you, Seth, for that lovely ad break. Our next story comes to us from user throw_RA__210. Y'all need easier to read usernames. My God. Holy shit, Sue. Okay? All right. My girlfriend, 24 female, called me, 27 male, unreasonable for refusing to give up my bed. Okay? This could be interesting. This could be a nice one. Here we go. I live with my girlfriend, and at the end of the weekend... Okay, hold up. I live with my girlfriend, and at the weekend, her best friend is coming to stay at ours for 2 nights. All right. Her best friend lives quite far away now, so they don't see each other too often. My girlfriend mentioned that when they were younger, they used to have sleepovers and would spend the night watching TV in her room and ended up sharing a bed. She asked if I would mind having the sofa for the weekend so her and her friend could have the bed. I refused and said I'm not going to be kicked out of my bed. I said they can still sit in the room and watch TV, but then her friend can have the sofa. My girlfriend said I was being unfair, and since it is only 2 nights, I just repeated that I'm not getting kicked out of my bed. My girlfriend accused me of being unreasonable since it was only going to be 2 nights. How would you handle this? Oh, just realized I didn't include the gender of the friend. They're both straight women. Supposedly. Okay. Yeah, here's the sitch. Here's the situation we got going on here. Supposedly, your girlfriend and her friend are 2 straight women. What do we know about straight women? White, I'm assuming. Going off of the story, they're probably white. Right? Right, we know this. It's okay, I'm white too, so I can say that. So... I think you're in the right. 100%. And I think you should continue to stand your ground. And if she is not going to budge on this, you guys need to break up. 100%. Because then your relationship's just going to continue to be like this. And that's not what you want. You don't have to want to fight for your right to party. You know what I mean? I know you get what I'm saying, Mr. Throw RA__210. I know you know what I'm talking about right now. As a man, you need to stand your ground. All right? Her and her friend are not sleeping in that bed together unless you're in the middle. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right? Unless you're in the middle of the 2 of them, they ain't sleeping together. That's how that's going to work. And you need to just put your foot down and let her know that. You're not going to take no shit from her. You're the man. She's not the man. All right? Is this going to stereotypical gender roles? 100%. But you need to stand your ground. If the roles were reversed, I would say the same thing. You need to stand your ground. But since she's being so persistent on her friend and her sleeping in the same bed... I'm just going to say there's some things that women can do to other women that men just aren't that great at. Okay? So that's That's just how it's going to be, buddy. Yeah. I don't think she's going to budge on it, but you need to stand your ground. Definitely need to stand for your ground. Fight for your rights. Fight the good fight, brother. Yeah. I'm with you here. I am with you on this. Stand your ground. Don't. She's not. She's unreasonable. You're not. Okay? All right. And know that. Know that we love you. Know that we care about you as a man. Forehead kiss. That's that. Forehead kiss. A few winks too. Okay? It's just for you. It's just for you. We are going to do a fourth question today, folks. That's what we're going to do. My camera cut out last episode, but I was smart and made sure it didn't cut out this one. So, last question of the day comes to us from user throwra-021. Sounds pretty similar to the last username that we had. That's fine. That's fine. It says, I, a 24-year-old female, have severe claustrophobia, and my husband, a 33-year-old male, locked me in a closet. How do I move on from this? Okay. Buckle up, y'all. This one, I think, is a certified juicy question. Certified juicy. Stamped. Bop. Juicy. Let's get ready for this. All right. I feel so bad having to write this, I bet. I have severe claustrophobia. Two severes. Like, I can't stand any sort of space that makes it feel like I can't move. I hate planes and back seats of cars, and just generally anywhere like that. I feel like I can't breathe, or like I'm going to get suffocated. I know it's completely ridiculous, but I guess that's why it's a phobia. True. That is why they are phobias. My husband clearly knows this, especially because I don't like being laid on or held down for the same claustrophobic reasons. Last night, I was retrieving something from my closet. It's a small closet, like big enough for me to get inside, but if you close the door, I'd be jammed between the clothes, shelves, and the door. And that's exactly what my husband did. That piece of shit. That piece of shit. I immediately started to lose it, and he was holding the door shut from the other side, and he was laughing, and I begged to open the door. I tried to stay calm, but I genuinely started to cry. My stomach was churning. I felt like I was going to either suffocate or have a heart attack. He put something between the handles so that I couldn't get out. He left me in there for 15 minutes while I sobbed, and he laughed. I eventually threw up in the closet, and that's what made him let me out. I feel so horrific. Why would my husband do this? He knows I'm claustrophobic. He could hear me crying and begging. I feel violated. Is that overdramatic? No. No, it is not. Leave him. Leave him. That is some psychopathic shit. Okay, bet you he's got 4 bodies buried in the backyard too. Bet you they had a slow death too. Alright? Yeah, this is fucked up. Wow. He only let you out because you threw up. Only when there was vomit involved did he let you out. That's really fucked up. That's fucked up. God, leave his ass now. Leave him. Leave him. Tell the cops, because I guarantee he's got dead bodies. He's 100% got dead bodies. This is the same type of shit. Your husband's the type of guy that would say, put the lotion in the basket, if you know what I'm saying. All right? That is fucking horrible. And then he locked you in by putting something between the handles. Holy shit. That is, excuse my French there, okay? Because I'm bilingual. Like, oh my God. Leave his ass. Leave him. Leave him. Leave him. Maybe start talking to the guy that was on the previous question whose wife was sending nudes on Reddit. Maybe hook up with him, okay? He seems like a cool dude that cares about people. You seem like a cool person that cares about people. Sorry y'all married shitty people. Like, I don't even want to call them people because they're horrible humans. God. Look. I don't know who's watching this. I don't know who's listening. I don't give a fuck about whoever's listening, but I don't know who's watching because the viewers are what we care about. But listen. If you have something like that and your partner is being a complete asshole about it, that is not someone you should be with. Or someone anyone should be with for that fact. Leave. Leave. Please respect yourself enough to leave. I want to thank you all for watching. Fuck the audio only people. We hate them. We know that. But make sure you have enough respect for yourself to know when to leave. I've been Seth. I'll see you guys next time.